Hey there, I'm Dave Reno, the Public Works Department Community Engagement Officer, and we're going to spend just a few minutes covering some common stormwater user fee update questions in this video. So let's hop right into it. So on December 2nd, the Board of County Commissioners will meet to consider options for updating the stormwater user fee. So what exactly is stormwater management and the stormwater user fee? Next slide, please. Stormwater management protects life, it protects private property, it protects commerce, it protects the environment, and it protects our roads. So it accomplishes this through the maintenance, renewal, and improvement of stormwater infrastructure. We often take our infrastructure for granted because much of it, aside from our streets and bridges, is buried out of sight. It's under the ground. This is especially true for stormwater. In Kansas City, Kansas, Public Works is responsible for the maintenance, renewal, and improvement of more than 400 miles of stormwater pipe, more than 10,000 stormwater structures, more than 120 miles of open channel drainage, and our city also has more than 600 miles of ditches. All of this infrastructure is meant to do one thing: move rainwater away from private property, away from businesses, and away from roads to one of the two rivers that surround us. Stormwater management means protecting life, protecting property, protecting commerce, protecting streets, and of course, protecting our environment. Infrastructure systems of this magnitude must be constantly and vigilantly maintained. Physical infrastructure has a finite life, and now that this infrastructure served generations for the past 50 or 100 years, and in some cases longer, it has to be rebuilt or replaced in many cases. To accomplish this, stormwater management is supported by a stormwater user fee. Next slide, please. Similar to other utility fees like water and electricity and wastewater, many communities have a utility fee designed to manage the rainwater that occurs from storms. We have that here in KCK, and right now, everyone in Kansas City, Kansas pays a flat $4.50 monthly fee. This user fee is what supports the maintenance, renewal, and improvements of our stormwater system and those things that they need in order for it to work. Now, in late 2018, Public Works identified the need to make extensive improvements to the stormwater system because it is failing. And the department recommended overcoming this by proposing a fee structure that meets funding needs and is fairer for ratepayers by basing the user fee on an individual property's use of the stormwater system itself. So the proposed user fee was based on the amount of hard surface a property has. Hard surface or impervious surface is any surface that does not allow rainwater to absorb naturally into the ground. If rainwater is not absorbed naturally into the ground, it becomes stormwater. It becomes stormwater that runs off of property and must be managed by the stormwater system. So the more hard surface a property has, the more stormwater runoff it generates, and the more demand it places on the stormwater system. Right now, a single family home, which may only have 2,000 square feet of hard surface, pays the same $4.50 per month that commercial properties pay, whether they have 75,000 square feet or 150,000 square feet of hard surface. Basing the user fee on the amount of hard surface a property has helps make the substantial cost of maintaining, renewing, and improving the stormwater system a little fairer for everyone. So aside from making the stormwater rate a little fairer for everyone, what exactly does the user fee need to be updated? Next slide, please. So it's no secret that Kansas City, Kansas, like numerous communities throughout the United States, has serious infrastructure challenges. Without changing the way we do business, without making a quick and concerted effort, a majority of our stormwater system, a system which protects life, property, commerce, streets, and the environment, will fail by 2031. Next slide, please. This is what our system looks like right now. The yellow and red dots represent fair to failed assets. As you can see, they're all over the place. This is a massive system. Next slide, please. You'll notice that the red has increased. This slide shows what a majority of the city stormwater system will be like in 2031 if we do not update the current stormwater user fee. So in a practical sense, this means that closures like Hubbard Road, Row Lane, 91st Street will become even more common, and the stormwater program will not be able to fix them. It also means that residents and businesses will continue to battle flood issues caused by poorly maintained ditches, undersized pipes, and destabilized creek banks. It also means that the quality of our local roads will continue to decline. Moisture is the natural enemy of pavement, and the stormwater system is designed to help get water away from roads. The longer water remains in the roads, the quicker the roads degrade, both on the surface in terms of potholes and at the subsurface in terms of washouts and cave-ins. An updated stormwater user fee would also help our city take advantage of cost-saving measures like the Water Infrastructure Finance and Innovation Act, or the WIFIA program. WIFIA is a federal program that combines low interest rates with long-term repayment terms and deferred payments up to 5 years after a project's completion. The unified government has been awarded the opportunity to apply for this funding. It would add extraordinary value to the capital investments that we need to make in our stormwater system. Next slide, please. So if we don't update the stormwater user fee, we can expect a majority of our stormwater system to fail by 2031. Public Works will not be able to provide adequate maintenance. Deferred maintenance backlogs will continue to increase. We'll miss out on larger grant opportunities. We will not be able to take full advantage of the WIFIA program. But even more importantly, the safety of residents, of businesses, of private property, and the health of our natural environment will decline. On December 2nd, the Board of County Commissioners will consider two proposals. Both of the proposals are based on the amount of hard surface a property has, but only one of the proposals meets the funding needs without additional support. The first proposal is a tiered approach. Next slide, please. The tiered approach has two categories, residential and non-residential. Residential properties will pay a flat fee of $7.50 per month beginning July 1, 2023. This amount will increase to $7.75 by January 1, 2025. The non-residential category is separated into 5 tiers according to the amount of hard surface a property has. A non-residential property with 25,000 square feet of hard surface would pay $150 per month, and a non-residential property with 2 million square feet of hard surface would pay $400 a month. This approach will meet the maintenance, renewal, and improvement needs of the city's stormwater system. The second approach is an individually calculated approach. Next slide, please. In this proposal, each property pays according to the amount of hard surface it has. In this proposal, all properties would pay a rate per 500 square feet of hard surface, plus a monthly base charge beginning January 1, 2024. Unlike the previous proposal, this approach does not meet the system's funding needs without an additional $10 million from other sources. The user fee is calculated by dividing the amount of hard surface a property has by 500, multiplying that by the rate per square feet, and then adding the monthly base charge. So as an example, in 2024, a property with 1,200 square feet of hard surface would divide 1,200 by 500 and get 2.4. 2.4 is then multiplied by 80 cents to get $1.92. The base rate of $4.08 is then added to the $1.92 for a total user fee of $6 per month. A property with 500,000 square feet would pay $804 per month. Now, you're probably wondering where you can find out how much hard surface your property has. To do that, visit wykokck.org/stormwater user fee. There's a map on this page where you can type in your address and see what your monthly bill would look like under both of these proposals. Keep in mind that the hard surface data in this map is based on imagery gathered in 2018. If you added something like a shed or a driveway or a parking lot between then and now, it will not be reflected in the proposed bill. Next slide, please. So while you're checking out the map and the online version of this FAQ, please also leave us some feedback. Public Works wants to know about your experiences with stormwater. How has it impacted you personally? How has it impacted your friends and your neighbors? What's the most important thing about the stormwater system for you? Is it curbs and gutters? Is it ditching? Maybe it's something else. Whatever it is, We want to hear about it. We also want to hear what you think about these proposals. So take a moment, read through them, and then let us know. Thank you so much for your time, and please remember to report your stormwater issues by either calling 311 or visiting mywyco.wykokck.org. Thank you.